This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
And today we're actually joined by DMC, Daryl McDaniels, to tell us about what he's been up to in the last few years, now embarking on a solo career outside of Run DMC.
Yeah.
And it's so good to have you. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
What has it been like to sort of shift from being a pop culture icon with Run DMC and now on your own and embarking on a solo tour?
Well, it's kind of like Paul McCartney and John Lennon after the Beatles. You know, when you do your solo set, people still want to see the songs that were the soundtrack to their lives. But at the same time, you get to show people that you've grown.
It's really going to be key here, this surveillance video, this man she's seen with in the surveillance video. And what's the latest on that search?
Well, let me tell you about that search, because that was the apartment in the car. But let me talk about the search that's going to happen today. Volunteers continue to come here. There's going to be a massive search of this entire area. The theme is to find Hannah Graham. Now, last night, searchers came to register, and they expected about 1,100. There may be even more today.
Katie Lindahl joins me now to talk about this, who has her hands on the phone already. She's got it. Katie, first and foremost, I heard some people could be waiting a month for this pre-order. Is that right?
I had some of my friends actually saying they had heard it was till November, and I was like, whoa, that's the first time I've heard that. But yes, absolutely. Record number of pre-orders, 4 million phones sold in 24 hours when pre-orders hit the web. And I like to say you have a better chance of finding Bigfoot this weekend than finding an iPhone 6.
I'm going to try this one, Lynn.
To see whether we can...
So that is the juicy watermelon, and this is the carrot ginger.
Wow.
Right?
I'm not going to lie, it's very sweet from that watermelon, so I think kids would be totally surprised. It's the green color that they may have a tough time with.
I think they're going to think it's fun, though, right? When we were kids, we had green eggs and ham.
There you go. So you can say it's like a St. Patrick's Day thing.
Cupcakes have been in there for 20 minutes. And they smell really, really good. The graham cracker crust, the chocolate, the pumpkin, the marshmallow. Big question, how does it taste? Let's try it.
Adrian Peterson. He is arrested on child abuse charges, and it brought up the issue of corporal punishment. It brought it front and center. Everyone can agree that domestic violence against your spouse, like the Ray Rice case, is wrong, but in the case of disciplining your kids, opinions not so clear-cut. Should parents spank their kids? And when does spanking cross the line and become abuse?
So I think it depends on what you do. I do think there's levels to discipline.
One time can be abuse, not just multiple times of a behavior. It can be one time you get treated a certain way. That might have been the only time he spanked his child, but that was extreme.
And I say very simply, evolve. Yes. There were parents who used to beat their children, hit them with switches. I'm very familiar with the concept. But you evolve, just like we no longer let children ride in the front seat without a seatbelt.
The reality is that he faces, of course, 60 years in jail. Why? Because he was convicted of the 3 attempted murder counts, in addition to shooting that projectile into the car, another 15 years, but that'll run concurrent. So you're talking about 60 years in jail. So it gets to the point, Lynn, so why do it? I think they're doing it because at the end of the day, it's about justice. And of course, this case had a lot of undertones with respect to his behavior. That is Michael Dunn. Was it appropriate? What did he do? Why did he do it? Was it race-fueled? What else did it entail? And I think the prosecutor's reached the point and has made the decision that it's the right thing to do.